Tukester here, and today we're going to be continuing the main storyline. Um, we got a lot done, as you can see by the past uploads, and now, we made it all the way back here. Earlier in the series, I couldn't figure out how to get here, and it turns out you can't just fly over here. There's a goblin mine that you enter, and you gotta fly through the goblin mine, and you'll be able to get here. So it would have made my demigod statues a little bit easier to find, but we got the demigod statues done. We got enough to get the most powerful Alahamora, even though we didn't get them all yet. But there was a few hamlets back here that could have made the job a little easier. But nevertheless, we got it all done, and we are going to be going to this yellow mark. I don't know where it's at, but let me go to quest. Okay, we have a basis for blackmail. We have a surprise meeting. We have 2 side quests I'll probably do off camera, but the head mistress speaks and these 2. So I guess we can just go meet Poppy in a forbidden forest. It's not a main mission, but it's pretty nice if you ask me. Oh, and while we're still here, I'm going to go to my, is it collections? It's something. Challenge is what it is. No, quest. I'll post. It's something I see in inventory? Because I don't have a lot of inventory space, and I thought there was something I could do about that. Collections might be it. Not talents, not collections, not challenges. I am completely lost right now. Oh, it is collections. Okay. Defeat dark wizards. We gotta claim all this. And then the dug bugs. We got all that. Defeat goblins. We got all that. Defeat inferni. We got all that except for we need to defeat more inferni. Okay. Defeat 12 infamous foes. We haven't done that yet. We got all them done. Got 2 trolls done. Got the mongrels done. Oh, so we got a lot done. Oh, we even got these. I didn't know. So orange means I gotta get them. So I didn't get these either? Wow. Okay, quests. Complete 4 assignments. Okay, we done all that. I would have never known to get all this unless, I watched Scump the other day. He was playing it, and he didn't know either, but new appearance. I didn't know about all this. Broom appearance reward. Wildfire broom. Okay. Collect all traces from 2 ancient. Additional capacity added to your ancient magic meter. Merlin trials. Increased storage for gear. So that's good. I needed that. And gear appearance reward. So we're Gucci on that aspect. Field guide pages. So we got all that done. And then a room of requirement. We don't have any of them done. But now we're all caught up in that. I'm gonna change my broom's appearance real quick that I didn't know you can do. Wildfire broom, that's nice. There's the Ember Broom and the Wildfire Broom. I like that one. Okay. Now we're gonna fast travel to Poppy. Sorry that took a little bit, but we are gonna be on our way to the fast traveling. The heck? All right, puppy.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Come on, Hufflepuff.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
They won't like this.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right.
Just kind of...
We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
Oh, wow.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Oh, wow.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Okie dokie. That was scary.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. Well,
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
I got a tablet right here. I might as well do it since it's nighttime.
Knowing a meat, he's likely studied there.
There we go. Now we're on our way. Wait, what quest did we have? A basis for blackmail. Oh, so I'm gonna be waiting an hour or something. So we can go do this one. Go fly there. Here we are, just moving.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes, I am.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to
right.
find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
I'll smoke all of them. Mrs. Ray, we do hope you reconsider to help us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we're beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
I just heard something squeaking. Like I kind of don't want to run all the way back down here, so I would rather fast travel. Are you kidding me? I can't use flu flames. You gotta slowly run down.
Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill
He
returns.
just took money right from
Where
him.
was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Let's go.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Yeah, that's not like Natty. What if Harlow got to her already?
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Bro, no way I'm stuck. Bro, jump up there, dude. Just tragic.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble.
And that's
Revelio will
flowers.
show me where she was taken.
Oh, an Ashwander hideout.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. Better be sure I'm not seen.
It's exhausting. It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Revelio.
Oh my god, how did he see this?
From above!
So dull.
We're only delaying the inevitable. That's just the beginning.
Gotcha. Come on, baby. Whoa. Well, time to try again.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to go quickly. Better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work.
Damn.
You've made it.
God, I keep forgetting that I can't do that. I ain't played no. What the heck is that noise?
What's this? A child wandered too far from home?
What is that noise?
Found ya. That's more like it.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. I'll be thrilled to have this back.
Dude, I swear, like, what are these noises?
Revelio.
What?
Revelio.
An identified item. You'd love to see that. Come on, move, buddy.
Revenue.
Each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I'm not without hope.
Hey,
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revenue.
Alright, we're good now.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
I hear you. Whoever you are.
Revenue.
Whoa!
Shame nobody saw that.
Yeah, real shame.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Over here. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
There it is.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Let's get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Let's go, baby. We're not fighting. I destroyed them all already.
Revelio.
Officer Singer, and put an end to Harlow once.
You got it.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
Yes, ma'am.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Alrighty, we got that out of the way.